You wanted me back. I'm back. John Wick is a man of focus, discipline, and sheer effing will. Killed a man with one pencil. A pencil. Yeah. Rules and consequences. Hold on for a second. There we go. Alright, welcome to the movie review to Ballerina. Oh man, this was a great movie. I just watched this movie. Man, I really wish I saw this in theaters. This was a movie theater watch. Okay. Oh man, I love this movie. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to begin. I'm going to mention spoilers to the end of this video, okay? So I will talk about spoilers to the end, so I will warn you guys when to click off when spoilers are coming, okay? But for the first part of this video, I'm going to keep it non-spoiler based. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just say this. This movie has so much action, so much great fight scenes, great gunfight scenes. You got John Wick doing his thing. And no, this is not a girl. This is not a woke girl boss fight movie, okay? Where she's outshining him. No. No one is outshining no one. John Wick is not outshining her. She's not outshining him. Okay, they are both great in their own way, kicking butt and taking names. All right, like they're both great in their own way. Is it Anna de Amaris, the actress that plays Eve? No, the ballerina. Phenomenal job. Loved it. She killed it in this role, okay? She absolutely killed it. And you know what's funny? Her and Keanu, I think they're like best friends. Yeah, I think they are best friends. They played a Knock Knock. If you have not seen or heard of Knock Knock, the movie, I say go watch it. It's very cringy and creepy and funny. It's, sexual. To me, I thought it was funny. I question why Keanu Reeves did that role. Why did he decide to choose that role? Why he accepted to do that role? I've seen it twice, okay? It's very funny. This is about this guy who cheats on his wife with these two, young girls. It's a crazy, crazy movie. But I thought it was funny. It is weird, and it is kind of dark, too. So yeah, they're both in that movie. But anyway, back to Ballerina. So the movie is about, the story is basically the character, Eve, I forget her last name. She basically wants revenge on the guy that killed her father. And that's the story. Pretty basic, pretty simple, And let me just say this. There's a really, really cool fight scene in the beginning of this movie. I was like, man, that was very, very cool. Very cool. I'm going to get to that at the end of the video, talk about that. But yeah, she wants revenge on the guy that took out her father. Her father. And I want to make sure I didn't spoil it. Yeah, so she wants revenge on the guy that took out her father. And she gets taken in by the same people that basically trained John Wick, the same, group of people, the society, it's a secret society that trained John Wick. So she's with them. She becomes a ballerina. And yeah, they tell her, like, in her training, that you have to cheat because you're a woman. Okay, men are naturally bigger and stronger than you. Okay, so you can't go up against a guy like toe to toe and win. You have to cheat. And they were right, because when I took martial arts class, my martial arts, they told us how in the self-defense for the women, they have to cheat. Because naturally, a woman's body isn't as strong as a man's body. So if a man was to attack a woman, she'd have to go after, the nuts. It doesn't matter how big or strong you are. One shot to the balls, you are done. You are out. Okay? The balls, throat, the eyes, sensitive parts of the body, weak points, the cheat. Because just going against a guy toe to toe fist fight or wrestling, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna happen. Now there are some women who can, but that's a very very small percentage of women who can go toe to toe with a man. Okay, very small percentage. But I'm talking the majority of women, it ain't happening. So they tell her in the movie, hey, you have to cheat to win. Okay, it's okay. It's okay to cheat to win. It's just during the fighting and whatnot. And during her training throughout the movie, she's like on point with the gun, with the martial arts, with everything, kicks and everything. It's on point. She's doing a great job. So she finished. She passes the training. Okay, she becomes initiated into the group. All right, and there is a part during the movie where they combine John Wick 3 into the movie. Okay, so like there's a part where she meets John Wick. She's like, "Oh, you're him. You're the Baba Yaga." And the way like Keanu Reeves, like he acts, like I said, he's a man of few words, especially as John Wick. Yeah, I'm him. You have a choice. Like the way he just moves his head back and forth, and he just acts all calm. I know I'm back. I'm going to kill them all. It was just funny seeing him talk like that throughout the movie, as John Wick. I know he acts like that as John Wick. It's just funny seeing him talk like that, seeing John Wick talk like that. Even in the John Wick movies, it's just funny. But yeah, she meets him throughout during the movie, and there's a part, like I said, they combine. I'm not gonna say which part, but they combine what happened in John Wick 3 to Ballerina, and it fit, it worked, it made sense. All right, so I thought, okay, that works. So that was cool. She goes on her first mission to save this famous person, this woman, and the fight scene. See, that's the thing with these John Wick movies. All these John Wick movies, and even Ballerina, is always a great club, party, dance, fight scene. It's what I don't understand with these club scenes. How is it that they have these club scenes, right? These party events. People are fighting and shooting each other in the club, and people are still dancing. How are you still dancing? Seeing people getting knocked out, getting shot and stabbed. I don't understand that. Like, I noticed that in the John Wick movies and in this movie, people are still dancing, having a good time, even though they see people getting shot and stabbed and hit and punched. I'm just like, really? That's just not realistic. People wouldn't do that. People would run away. Okay, so the fight scene during the club fight scene was amazing, man. The music was amazing. The fight was amazing. Everything was just on point. I loved it. I love that fight scene in the club. Love the music. This movie has some great music. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna like save some songs from this movie into my playlist. This had a great soundtrack. Really had a great soundtrack. Okay. I'm just the remixes and whatnot. It was great. But yeah, I love the fight scene with the club. And then let me see what else. I think the CGI was okay. I mean, it wasn't as great as the John Wick movies, but I thought it was good. It was something different. It was passable. It wasn't horrible. So I didn't mind it. I noticed the CGI. I said, okay, the CGI is a little different here than the other movies. I don't know if the same director that directed John Wick also directed Ballerina. I have to look into that. But I liked how it looked for the most part. All right, yeah, it wasn't perfect, but I thought it worked for me. Let me see. Yeah, the fight scenes were great. There was a fight scene at a cabin in the mountains, okay? And the way that started was just crazy. Everything's all nice and calm. And then all of a sudden, this person comes in. I'm just like, what the heck? And everybody starts ducking down, hiding. And then you find out that everybody's involved in the area. They're involved with the society there. So I was like, oh, so she's involved and he's involved? Really? Wow. The way that guy came in, he just... And I recognize that guy. There's a guy in here that she fights. He was in the first Yeah, he was in the first John Wick. So when I saw him, I'm like, I know who that guy is because he was in John Wick 1, but he died in the first John Wick. So how is he alive here? So it didn't make any sense. But I guess he's like, oh, we need an extra person, so we'll just put him in here. But hey, it worked. I was like, I recognize him. He was in the first movie. Let me see. But yeah, that was crazy. And of course, you have people from the other John Wick movies. You have Lance Reddick, the actor Lance Reddick. R.I.P. playing. I forget his name, but yeah, he's in here. You have Winston. I like Winston, and I like Lance Reddick's character. John Wick is in the movie here and there. He's like in the movie like twice. He's not in it like a whole lot. So if you think that he's in the movie like a whole lot, it's not like that. No, this is her movie, and like I said, this is not a girl boss. This is not a woke girl boss movie. Okay, it's not like that. She's getting whipped, like for real. Like she's getting like serious damage. She's getting knocked out. She's getting punched, stabbed. Like she's taking some very serious hits. Okay, so she's not just like doing this unbelievable stuff, just taking out guys with this super strength. And she's struggling, okay, but she's able to push through and overcome. All right, but yeah, John Wick, he's in it like in like the mid part of the movie, and then towards the end of the movie. All right, towards the end of the movie was really good. There's a really cool fight scene with him and the ballerina, Eve. I see it in the trailers. And the way it started, it was all like nice and calm. He's like, you have a choice. And then she pulls out the gun, and he's like, this is funny seeing like him do that. Like he's like blocking the bullets. He just has his jacket. I know the suit is body armor. But this is the way that this is the way it started. It was just like rules and consequences. Go away. You have a choice. Oh man. There are parts in the movie where I saw the stunt double. I'm like, that's not Keanu, that's a stunt double. I can clearly see it. So I caught that. Oh, there's a really, really, really cool flamethrower scene in this movie. Yes, there's a really cool flamethrower scene with Eve, the ballerina, and some other people with flamethrowers. Man, that was very intense, very hot, pun intended. That's one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie, hands down. Top 3 favorite scenes. I'm gonna have to go rewatch that scene. That was a very, very cool scene. So there's a really cool flamethrower scene in the movie. I think the villain was cool. The villain, the guy playing the villain was cool. Let me see, what else am I missing? Oh, Daryl. How could I forget Daryl? Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead is in the movie. Yeah. I forget his name in the movie that Norman Reedus is playing. But yeah, Daryl Dixon is in the movie. He has some really cool scenes. And I don't know why, but for some reason, he didn't fit. Like, he fit, but he didn't fit. Like, every time I see Norman Reedus, I just see Daryl Dixon. Like, when you see Jeffrey Morgan, you see Negan. When you see Andrew Lincoln, you see Rick Grimes. Like, I just see Daryl Dixon. I don't see this other guy. Okay? I'm just like, he looks kind of out of place, but he did a really good job. He has some really cool gun scenes and fight scenes in the movie. Let me see. And then you find out that he's connected with one of the groups in the movie. So yeah, there's 2 groups. There's the group that was, John Wick, the Continental, all that stuff, that group. And you have this other group that's like an offshoot, that's like its own thing. That's the group that she wants revenge after for killing her father. All right. Is this movie as good as the John Wick movies? It's up there. I would say that this movie is like, I want to say it's like John Wick 4. This movie is very similar to John Wick 2 and 3, like how it looks and how it feels. Yeah, I would say it's similar to those two movies. I wouldn't say John Wick 4. I love all four movies. John Wick 1 was very good. The second one was very good. Let me see, I love 2 and 4, and I like 3. It's tough. Okay, so 4 is my favorite one. John Wick 4 is my favorite John Wick. And I would say 4, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, in that order. And then I'll put Ballerina like, I put Ballerina like above John Wick 2. But it's definitely up there. So, and also what I realized, Keanu Reeves, he's getting older. They probably have at least 1, maybe 2 at the most John Wick movies left to make. I'm really hoping they make another John Wick. If John Wick 5 is the last John Wick, I'm okay with that. I am perfectly okay with that. Okay? I think that's the perfect way to end the John Wick series. Just make it 3 hours long. Because here's the thing. I do want a John Wick movie about his background. Like him younger. Why is it that no one can beat him? No one can take him out? How did he train? What did he do? So I want a backstory of like before he like became the Baba Yaga, before he became hunted, how he became like the best assassin. Like I want a backstory on that. And the reason why I say if they make John Wick 5 the last movie, the reason why I say they should make it 3 hours long, that way you have time to include the backstory with the present day John Wick. Okay. But if they say, oh, we're gonna make John Wick 6 and 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, I'll still watch it. I will still watch it. I will definitely love it. But if they say John Wick 5, because I heard there's talks of them making John Wick 5. It's going to happen. It has to happen, okay? The way it ended, it has to. So if John Wick 5 is the last John Wick, I'm okay with that. Just make it 3 hours long. Make it a great send-off. Just make it as action-packed as possible and just, put some backstory of John Wick in there. But I think like whenever the John Wick series ends, which it will end soon, very soon, because Keanu Reeves, he's like 60 years old. I think Ballerina will take his place. If Ballerina becomes a new John Wick, I am perfectly okay with that. Perfectly okay with that. I have no issue with that whatsoever. The way the movie ended, Ballerina, does set up for a sequel. It does. So I could definitely see this like being the new John Wick. She did a great job, truly. Let me see, anything else I want to talk about in this movie? Man, I really love this movie. I really wish I saw this in theaters. And I talked to one of my friends about it. And he was like, yeah, man, you're gonna love Ballerina. You're gonna love it. And I was like, okay. And he was right. Absolutely right. I loved it. This is one of my top 5 favorite movies of 2020. How am I said that? 2025, okay? This is my top 5 favorite movies of 2025, hands down, okay? It's up there with Sinners. I know I have not seen Superman. I know Superman is out. I'm not excited to go see it. I'll go watch it. I will go watch Superman because I'm a DC fan. I'm a Superman fan, but I'm not in a rush to go see it. But, my family and my friends have said, and they've seen it, they said it's a great movie. So I said, okay. I don't know. The suit looks bad. The CGI looks bad. I don't know. But we'll see. Hey, maybe Superman will be my top 5 favorite movies of this year. We'll see. Also, I gotta watch the Thunderbolts. I have to see that. And what else? Oh, F1. I still gotta see F1. But as of right now, Sinners and Mission Impossible 8 and Ballerina, they're in the top 5. especially Ballerina and especially Sinners. I would say Sinners is like one. Actually, no, I would say Ballerina is one and Sinners is two. It's up there. It's really up there. And I really do believe that F1, the movie, is going to be up there too. I already know it. I already know F1 is going to be in the top 5 movies for me for this year. All right. But yeah, I'm going to give this movie. Let me see. I love this movie. I'm trying to figure out what I want to give it. Let me see. I'm going to give this movie, because it wasn't perfect, but it was great. And there are certain parts where I could have been a little bit better. I'm going to give this movie a 9.9 out of 10. So a 9.5 out of 10. Like, it's right there. Like, it's very close, to be a 10 out of 10. If you say this movie is a 10 out of 10, I wouldn't argue with you. I wouldn't. I think it's right there between a 9 and a 10 out of 10 movie. I'm going to say 9 out of 10. That's what I'm feeling. This movie felt like a 9 out of 10 movie for me. But if you say 10 out of 10, I wouldn't argue with you, because it's worth a 10 out of 10 movie. But guys, if you have not seen Ballerina, go watch it. Please go watch it. It's worth it. Very, very great movie. I enjoyed it. I really wish I watched it in theaters. Now, I'm going to talk about some spoilers at the end. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers, click off and come back and watch the rest of the video. All right. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1. So the scene where, she's in the cabin in the mountains and she's getting her drink, and then that guy comes in and then he just starts shooting. I'm just like, what? And then you find out that the mom who had the little girl, she was involved in it. And then the bartender, she was involved in it too. So basically the whole town was involved with that society. She's fighting the bartender. She's fighting him. She's fighting the mom. That part was funny. That was crazy. Her fighting John Wick was really cool. And he gave her till midnight to finish the job. Or he said, you know what? If you don't finish the job at midnight, I gotta take you out. She's like, okay, I understand. So that had me like on the edge of my seat. I'm like, is she gonna do it? Is she not gonna do it? Is he gonna take her out? And of course, she finishes the job, and he walks away. It's done. Is she dead? He's dead. So yeah. Let me see. I love the flamethrower scene. And that was cool when she had the water hose and the guy that had the flamethrower, and they're going like this. I'm just like, man, that was very intense. That was very intense, and I saw that. And the first fight scene in the beginning of the movie with her dad, man, he had them elbows. I saw the martial arts in this movie. I can see the Krav Maga, the Muay Thai, the Taekwondo. I'm like, wow, like he was like, boom. Yeah, he was. That was a really, really cool fight scene in the beginning her dad was doing. But yeah, I just want to talk about that. Some spoilers for the review. But yeah, I love the movie. I'm giving this a solid 9.5 out of 10, or a 10 out of 10 is right there in that realm. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Love the movie. I would definitely watch this movie again and again and again. I'm going to save the music to my playlist, the soundtrack, and yeah, I definitely want more Ballerina movies. Definitely. All right, guys. If you enjoyed my movie review to Ballerina, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is your man Elijah. I will see you guys next video. I am out. Peace. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. I need a gun. I'm gonna kill them all. John, you ready? Yeah.